Pokemon Horizons episode 50. And yeah, last time it was a really good episode. So I'm hyped for this one. Alright, we're starting off with Nidothing or Gurumin. I wonder, is Gurumin, basically a play on a word on, basically the same as Nidothing? Man, it's very quiet. Alright. No, I'm the one who should be thanking you, One-san. I mean, I'm sure everyone knows. I mean, obviously, if everyone who's watching you with Gurumin probably knows you're a gym leader. Nanjamo. And I don't remember what her name was in English. Okay, those Pokemon. Nice. Now they're gonna see, like, oh wait. Gurumin's Pokemon, she has a Quaxley and a Tink with a special hammer. Wait, that dot person she's battling has the same Pokemon. Holy shit, seeing Tinkatink's souls. I did not know it had like a pink dot in the middle. That looked very weird. Anyways, let's read some comments. Comment by Duplin on episode 49. Of course Dot gets 2 episodes dedicated to her exam. Any less would be insulting. I also doubt she's gonna defeat Iono, that's her name, because she is her inspiration and it's too early for Dot to surpass her. And I think you are correct. In that I don't think Dot is going to win. Do I want her to win? Yes. But I think I agree with you that she's not going to. So maybe, because I do think something special is going to happen. I really hope they're doing two Pokemon battles instead of just a one-on-one. We'll see. And I just noticed that when they showed Larry, they showed both his Staraptor and his Flamigo, which is quite interesting, you know? One as the normal type gym leader and the other one as the Elite Four. And he's the only one that showed 2 of those things. So I think they're gonna do something similar in this as they did in the game. But you should have caught that room. I think that room that would have made that episode like a 9 out of 9 for me. If she would have caught Vroom, and the previous episode would have been a 9 out of 9. It was an 8 out of 9 otherwise. And I'm really glad that they decided to make this into 2 episodes. Yeah, I mean, if you're live streaming, anything can happen. Which one? Like, oh god, I'm getting killed by the green screen. Yeah, like it's like one of my earlier, what's called, viral hits. Like, sorry, just want to watch it like 2 or 3 times. Alright, I love this. I love that she's actually doing research. And she knows, like, ah, man. And also the fact that, yeah, sure, your Tingatink isn't weak to electric types, but it also isn't strong against electric types, because electric resists steel. So, yeah, this is very bad for Dot. I guess the only one, actually, now when I think about it, the only one that had like a positive matchup was Roy versus Brassius. The other 2 don't have a good matchup, especially Liko. You know, having a grass and a psychic type versus Bug. Yeah, because I don't think Hatene is part fairy yet. I think it's a pure psychic type at first stage. And I think it becomes psychic fairy when it evolves. Oh, hello, you two. Yeah, let's. Oh, please do that guy again. She's gonna try and get some of those churros, and they're gonna be. She's not gonna get any. Oh, you. Oh, fuck off. Cavill. I mean, it's cool that you have Premier Balls. That's cool. Premier Balls are my favorite Pokeball. But I want some sandwich and or rice ball shenanigans. Which is good. Like, no, fuck you, old man. We're not going with you. Alright. So, like, well, no, yeah, I am going to. I don't know, I'm getting like creeper vibes. I know that's probably not going to be the case. I'm sure he's going to be exactly like how he is in the game, right? Like, he's a good guy. And he seems to be actually really good principal when it came to the whole Team Star thing. When he started figuring it out, you know? Because I think he was like a relatively new principal in the game, that is. I don't know how it is in the show. Because I will be honest, I hope they don't follow the Team Star plotline. I despise this Team Star plotline. And because it seems like the show isn't really following the Titan part either. Instead of the Titan Pokemon, we have, Lucius, which I prefer. Because I don't know, I don't want the show to be exactly like the games. I've never wanted that. Because otherwise, just play the games. I like that they're a bit different. They're like, oh, just a basics test? Boo! I wonder, does it, the name, it's called Hakao City, right? I think it's the exact same in English, right? Like Quaxley, you know the plan, right? I didn't forget to tell you it, right? Alright, it seems like we're gonna get some really good animations. So let's see. I mean, I will say, even though Bellibolt isn't like a favorite Pokemon, I do think it's very fun. Oh, Jesus Christ. I do think it's a very fun looking Pokemon. And I think the way that they're animating it is also very funny. Water gun, probably. Yeah, there we go, yeah. I was thinking probably gonna use water gun or maybe pound. Or like, maybe it has... Oh, you fell into my plan. Like, leave myself open so that you think you can get a hit in. Oh, well, Bellibolt's ability, right? I think when he gets hit by a special attack, it becomes strong. Like the next electric type attack becomes stronger, right? I think that's what its ability is. Like it basically gets a free charge without the special defense boost. So Quaxley, make sure you don't get hit by the next spark. Because it's going to do double the damage. Yeah, like I'm watching her test. You're like, wait, what happened to my pillow? I mean, I do think Lee Conroy should have been here with Dot to begin with. Oh. Okay, so this is like a move. This is a discharge. She said discharge it. And it was like a spread move, it looked like. So that was probably a move that Dot didn't know Bellibolt had. So he caught her a bit off guard. Like, oh, okay, she's distracted by the numbers. Alright. Oh God. I want to say low sweep all the time, but I think it's low kick. Oh no, that's slack off, yeah. Oh man. Poor Dot. How are you gonna... Okay, Dot, how are you gonna defeat this? Spark, discharge, slack off. And slack off is an amazing healing type. I mean, it's basically a recover, right? Alright, yeah, just spam. Water gun. Or maybe that was rest, judging by the fact that it spent quite a long time. I want to say, I mean, I don't know, I've never used a Bellibolt. I don't know, I don't remember anything from it. Oh. What happened? Like she used too much electricity, but they're like, oh, what the fuck? But how did Quaxley not get hit? May I assume they did something like, because there was water everywhere? But Quaxley's standing in the water as well? So I am a bit confused what happened right there. Obviously, she caused a short circuit. I understand that. But kind of like why and how did Quaxley not get affected? Because it looked like the first discharge she used was like stronger than this one. Bring on the haters. Don't think about the haters thought, come on. Even though we know that there is part of her that does focus a lot on haters. At least, you know, like the negative comments and all that. Like, who cares? Like, I mean, there's no point in not terrestrializing, right? Because my terrestrial type is the exact same. And since it's only a one-on-one, it actually is better to terrestrialize as early as possible. Like, I mean, that could be pretty cool. I mean, obviously it's gonna end. Oh. Okay, I guess it learned. Okay, so that's the special thing. Okay. She learned a new move. What move is it? Holy shit. What is it? Aqua Break. What move is that? Because I want to say like Aqua Step because of what they showed. But I don't think Aqua Step is the final evolution special move, right? So it's not Aqua Step, and we didn't see a speed boost. And it was called something Break. Aqua Break. Is that Liquidation? Maybe. I mean, it is obviously a physical water attack. So I wonder what it is. At this point in time, I want to say it is a liquidation. Like, oh god. I don't know if using Aqua Break is the best. Because it means you have to actually touch the electricity. Yeah. I mean, Questa, you did good. You did really good. Especially with such a bad matchup, you know? Your hair is looking great. But I had fun. It was fun battling. And I feel, you know, like happy for my partner. We did our best. Yeah. Yes. Man, seeing these comments on the screen, horrific. Horrific. Why some like Japanese streams I cannot watch because they have it set where comments just flashing like through on the screen. I'm like, God no. I mean, I don't even read chat when I watch, you know, the Hololive Girls, like in English or whatever. I don't use chat. Yeah, yes. I mean, I will say do think this episode is worse than the previous one. I think I really preferred like the setup episode more with the room and all that. I was more engaged in that one. But this, I was kind of like, it's an okay episode. Like at the moment, I'm kind of like, I like a 6 out of 9. I like the dot parts. I thought the battle was fine. But everything else in the episode is kind of like, Like, yeah, that's kind of like what I feel. Okay, that's a good thing. Like, make sure you write your reports. Battle some wild Pokemon. Okay, I like that. Maybe like, maybe catch some Pokemon. Maybe use some of your other Pokemon. Alright. Or something. It's hard to explain. Okay. I mean, I will say that last minute of Clavel talking to Dot, maybe 2 minutes, I liked. Like, okay, it justifies that guy being in this episode. I don't think the episode was bad. But it's pretty like, I don't have much to say about it. I mean, I guess they did a good job in making me now like a bit hyped up for the next episode, because it does seem like, okay, they're gonna do some maybe like field studying of, like engaging with wild Pokemon, maybe to write, reports on some of them, maybe like looking at, okay, like how do these wild Pokemon behave, blah 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 blah, because one thing is that the adventure aspect is a bit lacking. So I'm kind of like, maybe it's gonna push that. And obviously I still have my gripe with the fact that they only ever use their starter Pokemon, which to me is like super boring. You have other Pokemon, use them. But I don't mind it as much for Dot, because Dot, out of the 3, is the one we actually see engage with her secondary Pokemon the most. We see Tink. It does stuff. It had actually been like a battle, quote unquote. And I hope that Roy gives Dot his Wattrel, as I do think. Isn't that weird? That like 5 minutes of Dot and Wattrel being together made me go like, Wattrel should be with Dot. She has spent more time with Wattrel than Roy has, and I think she's a better trainer for Wattrel. It's kind of like, okay, maybe Roy should only ever have one Pokemon. He should never have more, because he's a horrific trainer to other Pokemon. To be fair, Liko isn't that much better when it comes to her Hatena. I guess in her case you could argue, well, Liko isn't really a battler, right? Roy wants to battle, and obviously his Wattrel wants to battle as well. Because Roy wants to defeat the Black Rayquaza, Shiny Rayquaza. So train your Pokemon, Roy. Not just. Why am I bitching about Roy when we had a good Dot episode? You see, I guess that's the thing about this episode. I don't have anything to say about it. Okay, Quaxley learned a new move, Liquidation, and there seems like some more good Dot development. So yeah, Dot is my second favorite out of the 3. I still prefer Liko, but I think Dot is great as well. And I don't know, like, I do think Dot has more development than Liko, which isn't a good thing because of the amount of time Liko has gotten above Dot. I'm not gonna watch the preview to the next episode. I really, really hope that it is about them just going out in the wild and like documenting Pokemon, like basically like an old quote unquote filler episode, like a traveling episode of traveling on foot because of the fact that we saw Sango and Onyx. I think they're gonna get involved next episode.